Hello, all you beautiful souls, and happy Sunday. I hope you guys have had a beautiful weekend, and I wanted to come on and show us a self-care ritual. This is going to be syncing your cycle with the moon, and you can do this on any lunar phase, and you would want to do it the first day of your menstrual cycle. So if you are still getting it, this is a great ritual for you. If you're not, you can still follow along and make some of your favorite tea with us. So you'll need 2 quarts of water, 8 teaspoons of dried raspberry leaves or 8 red raspberry leaf tea bags, or you can use any type of tea that you are called to, but specifically the red raspberry does help with the menstrual cycle. And then you will need a blank calendar with new, full, and quarter moons listed. It's not necessary though, because you have a calendar inside of your phone, and you can also link it to your health profile as well. So for those who menstruate, your cycle provides an opportunity for mindfulness and self-care when synced with the Earth's natural cycles. Typically, a menstrual cycle lasts approximately 28 days, which is just as long as it takes the moon to grow from new to full and back again. Tracking your menstrual cycle and your personal cycle in conjunction with the moon's phases will help you get in touch with your body in a new and natural way. So you do not have to do this necessarily for your menstrual cycle. If you don't have it anymore, that's completely all right. You can also just track your body in general. So for this ritual or spell, you'll make a big batch of tea. Alternatively, you can brew yourself 1 bag of tea each day if you prefer. While you heat the water in a pot on the stove, place your hands over the raspberry leaves or the tea bags and say, "I bless these leaves of raspberry," or whatever you're using, "that they may bring me healing peace as I brew this tonic tea. I am one with the rhythm of land, sky, and sea." And then once the water has come to a boil, you can place the leaves or the tea bags in the water. Remove the pot from the heat and let it steep for 10 to 15 minutes. Then you can strain the tea into your cup and pour yourself a chill one or a hot one. I'm going to be doing cinnamon bubble tea or boba tea today, because I'm going to not use it on the stove. I'm going to actually have you come with me outside, and we're going to let it naturally sleep and steep, because it's going to be out there all night. So when you sip your tea, take a look at your calendar, mark today, the first day of your cycle, with the number 1. Make some notes on the calendar about how you feel. Notice where the moon is in her cycle. Visualize your own energy waxing and waning along with the moon. And then you can store your tea in the refrigerator. You can drink a small cup each day and say the words or the spell words or prayer or ritual. And record observation about your cycle for the next 28 days or until your next period. You may need to brew another batch of tea. If needed, you can use your observations of your own cycle and the moons to plan your days as your energy waxes and wanes. So I track my cycle through my watch, and it alerts me when I'm about to be on my period, and it also alerts me when it is going to end, and I put in all these symptoms that I have through my iHealth app. So raspberry leaf tea balances your hormones, it reduces acne associated with your period, it eases the flow of menstrual blood, and it relieves cramping by relaxing and strengthening your uterine walls. So if you are trying to track your menstrual cycle, if you're trying to have a baby, or you're just wanting to see and know every month when you get it so you're not surprised, this is the best ritual I think to do. And the raspberry leaf is going to be ideal for that. If the data in between the new and full moon, the moon is waxing. If the date is between the full moon and the next new moon, the moon is waning. So I am using bubble tea, brown sugar. This is really good cold. I don't like it hot. So it has a bunch of little brown sugar balls in it. And here is my quartz crystal pitcher, and then I have my Midas gold tea strainer. So I filled her up inside of there, and she is made with black leaves, and she has a bunch of the little bubbles, which is brown sugar. So come with me and we'll go sit her outside. So I'm going to keep her right outside on my tree stump, and we will place the tea leaves in, saying, I bless these leaves that they may bring me healing peace. As I brew this tonic tea, I am one with the rhythm of the land, sky, and sea. So I'm just going to let that seep in the sun. Make sure you put it in a sunny area. And then I'll bring her in tomorrow and drink her for the 7 days of my cycle. You can rebrew it for the full 28 days between the new and full moon. So thank you all for joining me for this simple self-care ritual. I hope that you all have a beautiful night. Jules.